Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about where to put your money amid the US possible war. In times of uncertainty like this in the stock market, it's very hard to find a profitable place to put your money. So that's why I'm going to talk about it today, because usually when there is conflict, international conflict, especially involving the US, there's big drops in the stock market. We can see just in the past month when the little wars happened, we can see like all of these drops are really just the wars, to be honest. Like this, I was at 21.3K, dropped all the way to 20.5, 20.6. That's a sizable amount. I was at up 16%, dropped a whole 4% just overnight because of the wars. So definitely, a big thing that affects the market very heavily, the wars, and this one involving the US is going to affect it even more. If I had to guess, the market is going to open very red tomorrow. That's just a guess, but I think it's a pretty likely possibility. So what I want to talk about today, like I said, is where to put your money. So if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to like it and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We're nearing 150 subscribers. I'd appreciate it, but let's get right into it. So I just wanted to look at what's actually happening first, just to let you guys know. Oh my gosh, a lot of pop-ups here. But just to let you guys know what actually is going on in the US. So the US inserts itself into Israel's war against Iran and claims severe damage at nuclear sites. So nuclear sites being broken or being damaged isn't, that shouldn't directly affect the stock market. It's just fear, supply and demand, kind of just how it works. But I mean, theoretically, that shouldn't directly affect America's economy. Israel war sites being blown up, but it is just fear that makes the stock drop. And so we can see the Arab Emirates, actually, the United States inserted itself into Israel's war against Iran by dropping 30,000-pound bombs on a uranium enrichment site earlier Sunday, raising urgent questions about what remains of Tehran's nuclear program and how its weakened military might respond. So this doesn't really affect U.S. embassies directly. I mean, like I said, stocks just tend to drop when there's conflict internationally, and especially involving the U.S. So I think that we're going to see a red day tomorrow, and you already have your stocks in place if you're investing in the market. So it's going to open up red tomorrow. And I know you guys were expecting some crazy answer, but buy stocks. When the market goes red due to these wars, that's how you make money. We can see Bitcoin's actually reflecting it right now. All of these cryptos are great indicators of what's going to happen in the market. So you can see it's down 4% today. That's just today. And then we can see like when that news was made, which was yesterday. I think there was a broadcast. It was around I think it was around like 6 p.m. And then now just today, since it's became public knowledge, I think Bitcoin is kind of reflecting what stock market's going to do. It's very good determining, just kind of put it up against the S&P, and they're pretty similar, Bitcoin and the S&P, surprisingly. But yeah, that's a pretty good indicator when the market's closed of what's going to happen. And yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say is that you guys have to buy stocks, like stocks that aren't affected by this, but are affected. So what I mean by that is, I was going to look it up on Yahoo Finance here, actually. So let's check out Meta, ticker symbol Meta. So Meta is a stock that you guys probably know very well at Facebook. But Meta is, look at their month chart, look at their 6 month, look at their year, and look at their 5 year. So this is a company that doesn't have a problem growing. This is a company that is very stable, very stably growing. I think it'll be $1,000. I think it'll be $2,000 one day. But Meta is a very safe company. They have a very, large cushion of cash to fall back on. They're not, showing signs of slowing down anytime soon. So Meta is a solid investment, and it's always been a solid investment at any price because of these, things that they do over and over and over again. They beat earnings. They just come out with better and better numbers every single year. I mean, look at how rapidly too on this revenue, on the gross profit, it's just rapidly increasing. So Meta is definitely a great investment. There's no doubt about it. But when the market opens red tomorrow, buy Meta, because Meta dropped. Okay, so tomorrow Meta is going to drop if I had to guess, unless some crazy development happens tonight. but I'm going to guess tomorrow Meta's going to open in the red. And when Meta opens in the red, they're red for no reason regarding Meta. The company stock price is red, but the company itself is, everyone that works for Meta is at work. Everyone the owner of Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, he's working. He's just, working on new things. There's more innovation happening. And there's no reason to not invest in Meta because of a strike that happened outside of the US. This doesn't affect Meta directly. Meta's company is not any worse because of this. They're not worth less. It is just a reaction from the public as on the stock market as a whole. So that's why I really like investing when there's things that aren't in the stock's control happening around. So like if there is this international conflict, then stocks like Amazon, stocks like Microsoft, these safe stocks that you could invest in anyways, dropping for reasons unrelated to their financials, to their company, that's the best time to get into these big stocks and put a pretty decent chunk of money in them, because there's no reason they should be down, but they're down just because of fear. So yeah, I mean, Amazon especially, Meta, just to say a few, because Amazon, I mean, especially stocks that are cheap as it is. I think Google I've talked about before, and their stock is decently cheap right now, I'd say. And yeah, down 3% on Friday, 4% on Friday. Past a month, they're down. Past 3 months, they're up a little bit. But I mean, year to date, look at this stock down 13%. I think it's going to be down even more tomorrow. I'm buying Google. That's an easy call right there. And when these stocks drop because of unrelated news, I mean, it's kind of just free money at that point, because usually they bounce back pretty fast. I mean, if you did just want to get into a short trade, then there's definitely a spot for you to do that in this market. I think that you can put some cash in your account, buy a stock when it drops tomorrow, and then usually they rebound pretty quickly. Maybe the war escalates and you have to dollar cost average down, but usually the stock market is pretty quick to recover from these little adjustments. I mean, at the end of the day, are they really adjustments? It's kind of it's all emotions, and you have to be a successful investor. You can't invest with your emotions. You need to put your emotions to the side and invest purely based off facts, financials, analysis. And that's just the gist of investing in the stock market. It's not meant for everyone, that's for sure. Not everyone can invest in the stock market successfully. Some people just need to buy ETFs, and that could be you. And even ETFs, I mean, I like the challenge of managing a portfolio and trying to outpace the stock market, outreturn the stock market, which I've done year to date, actually, up 18.21%. Let's check out SPY year to date. I think they're up around 1%. So I've definitely outpaced the stock market so far this year. I can't say all the time because I haven't been doing it for that long. So I mean, it's not even really a comparison. In the past year, SPY's up 9.35%. In the past year, I'm up 37.88%. So if you want to take advice from me, I'd appreciate it. I think that I'm not overly qualified to give advice, but I think that also I'm not a bad person to take it from. This isn't financial advice, by the way, but it is just suggestions on what maybe you want to invest your money in, based off of my analysis of the company and where I'm putting my money. So yeah, I mean, just that's basically the gist of this video. Is I just wanted to say that you can buy these great companies that aren't related to the war at all, aren't related to national crisis, for cheaper, solely based on fear and other people. Just the supply dropping for the stock because of people selling it out of fear. You can buy the company for cheaper. I mean, the price drop amid nothing that affects the company. So yeah, I just think it's kind of funny that that's how it works. But I mean, it's a pretty easy system. It sounds oversimplified, but it truly is that easy. I mean, it sounds like it's just some quick buy it when it drops, and it really is. So yeah, I hope you guys can get in tomorrow for a cheap price, and maybe it'll keep dropping throughout the week. But don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, buy some throughout the week at dollar cost average down, and then tomorrow put a good chunk in, but be happy if it goes up. Don't try to chase the rise. Don't try to chase the price. Just be happy with what you put in and what you get at. And yeah, I mean, that's how you're going to succeed in the stock market. And at the end of the day, that's just how you got to invest. You got to have a lot of patience, that's for sure. The stock market definitely requires a lot of patience, but if you can have that as an investor, you will be a very successful investor over the long term. Just patience and investing in the correct companies at the right times, especially the correct companies. That you can invest in a bad company at the right time and still lose money. or still make money. That's just luck. But if you invest in the right company at the right time, you'll double your investments than just investing in the right company. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you can take advantage of the stock market drop tomorrow. I think that it's a pretty easy opportunity, and I just put you guys on some game real quick. So I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. Those would be great. Also, comment down below what other kinds of videos you guys want to see. I'm willing to make anything. I'm very, I love making these YouTube videos for you guys. You guys seem to like them too, so I appreciate all the support you guys give. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.